Hey everybody, here it's Robert Garcia here, an agent with the Stewart Group of Long and Foster, and I hope you're having an amazing week. Well, this is the first day of spring. Everybody's been waiting for the all winter to go away and for the spring to be here, and as it says, spring has sprung. And so it is the real estate market that is so hot right now. It is very unstoppable. It's a beast. It's like getting a bull by the horns right now. So here's a couple of things I want to share with you that I have learned from working with several buyers that we made a couple offers, and yes, sometimes you don't win on the first or second or the third, sometimes more than 5 tries in order to win a property. So here's the things that I want to leave behind for you to think about if you are going to get into the market to buy a house this year or next year. Don't know how the market is going to be next year, but do me a favor, please subscribe to my channel. I promise that I will deliver great content that it has to do about real estate, no sales pressure, just education. So let's get to the point. If you're going to be buying a house, be prepared to show all your financial information to a potential seller. Yes, in the past it used to be that you can make an offer, just put how much money you're going to put down, an earnest money deposit, when you want to close, and what type of financing you're going to be using. Well, those days are gone, at least for the time being, because sellers actually want to see that you actually have the money that is necessary to close on this transaction, especially because you are doing a lot of a multiple offer situation where you are escalating and paying more than other people are willing to pay. Well, they also wanted to see that information right now. They wanted to make sure that you have the cash in hand for you to purchase the next property that you wanted to buy. So now that you're prepared to show all your finances, whether you're inheriting money, you have money in savings and stocks, 401k, you name it, whatever money you have, you now have to show it to a potential seller because they want to make sure that you not only have the cash to purchase the house, but any gap on the appraisal that you also are going to be covering. The next thing is you got to go all in or just go home. Seriously. And not the home you're buying, back to your home to rethink your strategy. Because sellers now are getting into the habit, they hearing in the news, it's a seller's market, you get whatever you want, and they now expect people to waive home inspection contingencies, waive financing contingency, waive appraisal contingencies, get a free rent back, get very large earnest money deposit or escrows, to also make those escrow non-refundable upon ratification of a real estate transaction. So you see, the seller is the one that has the leverage because there is not a lot of homes for sale. So in my experience of working with some of these buyers, the ones that don't want to go all in, they just want to go halfway in, they don't make it to the top 2 or 3 offers. And believe me, it is so painful when somebody tells you, you wrote a great offer, but boy, you came to second place, and the only reason you didn't get the house is because you didn't escalate $5,000 more. Yikes, that really hurts for the agent and for the clients. Imagine how many houses you have to see. There is not a lot of inventory. Sometimes you have to run and see those homes at like very late during the day or on weekends, and you have to make these crazy offers, and only to say you came too short, that you did not win the property. So just be mindful of that. The last thing is, where is this market going to take us? Are we going to see another appreciation of 10, 15, 20% this year in the real estate market here in the Washington, D.C. metro area? Probably. We may see that or even more this year. You really have to be mindful that the cost of borrowing money, it's going up. So it is inflation, so it is gas, so it is the food, eggs, milk, bread, and so on. So you gotta really do your math if you're gonna be spending money to buy a house, okay? Whether you're upsizing, downsizing, you name it. You have to make sure that you're doing your math. So, which takes me to the next and final point is, are you going to be only getting pre-qualified, or are you really gonna get fully qualified? And there is a big difference from pre-qualified to fully qualified. What's the difference, Robert? Well, the difference is that the person that is pre-qualified is a basic understanding of your finances, given that you have the assets, the income, the job history, and your taxes. That's it. But this is only done through a system, automated system, through a computer that pulls your credit score and does all these algorithms and come up with a formula that says this is how much you can afford based on how much money you owe to others. Now versus a full underwriting process where a human being actually grabs your loan application package and he looks at it, and then they send it and they start just going through all the pros and cons that you have. They may request for additional verification of information, you submit it, and boom, they package it together and they give you full loan approval. Some lenders are also inserting a guarantee of closing, that this loan will close in 15 days, or they'll give some money back to the buyer or to the seller and so on. Don't know that is legal or not. I'm just telling you what I'm seeing right now. So just make sure that you're working with somebody that knows the market, knows the pros and cons of what's happening in this real estate market. They will coach you to the point that you will understand what kind of offer you're submitting and what's your exposure if you have to waive certain things like I explained before, inspections, contingencies, and so on. And the very last thing is that make sure that you're buying this house where you're going to take full advantage to sit in this property for many years to come, because markets do these things. We don't know if we're in the peak of the market or we'll continue to climb up. When you go on the roller coaster, you continue to climb up and up and up and up, and you just hear like click, 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 click of the wheels going up. We could be there, but it's going to be a peak, and we get in that peak, things are going to sit. You see how the roller coaster, you sit in that cart, and then all of a sudden things may come down. I'm not saying that's what's going to happen. I'm just giving you an example what it could be that it may happen down the road. Remember, follow me for more. This is about real estate, no sales pressure, just education. Robert Garcia here, your realtor. If you need to get a hold of me, you can just get a hold of me through this video, make a comment, or reply or text me. That's what you need, 240-286-5526. Follow me on Instagram at Robert Garcia Realtor, on TikTok at Robert Garcia Realtor, the same on Facebook, and of course here on YouTube. Take care. See you soon.